The best NBA teams already know who's playing where, who's doing what and how long they'll be doing it on a night-to-night basis. Rotational certainty is a hallmark of quality around the league, a signal of good chemistry and a clear plan. It's no coincidence the Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs, Cleveland Cavaliers, Houston Rockets and Boston Celtics have their setups wired tightly. All figure to be among the last squads standing in 2018. Those teams are the exceptions. For most others, there's a job in limbo here and an undefined role there. While the resolution of these training camp battles may not elevate teams to that upper echelon, they could still decide playoff positioning in a few cases. Failing that, winning a training camp battle, even on a lottery team, can change the course of a player's career. There are minutes available across the NBA. Who's going to fight it out and claim them? Miami Heat, starting front court sometimes. Having several rotational options is a sign of great depth. It can mean a club has the personnel to go small, spread the floor, defend the rim or flood the court with playmakers. It can also mean a team doesn't have a clear idea of its best self. After all, having several decent options is another way of saying a great one doesn't exist. It's hard to know where the Miami Heat fall in that dichotomy. They'll start Hassan Whiteside in the middle but could go with some combination of Kelly Olynyk, James Johnson, Justice Winslow or Josh Richardson at the forward spots. Olynyk would space the floor but surrender mobility as the 4 next to Whiteside. Johnson could make plays and switch on D, but his shooting wouldn't threaten defenses like Olynyk''s. Winslow is the defensive ace with lottery pedigree, but Richardson is the more dangerous two-way threat with a sparkling new 4-year contract. In a perfect world, the Heat could play matchups and shuffle their rotation depending on the competition. But NBA teams need clearly defined roles so players know what to expect night to night. Prediction: Johnson and Winslow are in starting gigs, and Olynyk spends significant time playing backup center and bench units. Richardson, more of a combo guard, gets occasional minutes at forward when Heat want to play fast. Toronto Raptors, starting small forward CJ Miles is the new acquisition, a catch-and-shoot threat who is improving his best skill. For his career, Miles is a 36.1% shooter from deep. Over the last 5 seasons, he's at 38%. Last year, he drilled 41.3%, including an excellent 42.3% on catch-and-shoot threes. For a Toronto Raptors team that has never gotten much stretch from DeMar DeRozan at the shooting guard position, a small forward with Miles' profile makes a lot of sense. Then again, Norman Powell is the younger, more athletic option whose bounce and aggression allow him, at 6 feet 4 inches, to play bigger than the 6 feet 6 inches Miles on defense. Powell is the superior transition threat, and because he's heading into just his 3rd year, it's fair to expect some improvement. Miles, 30, is more of a known commodity, even if he keeps honing that jumper. Put another way, it's conceivable Powell could add a couple of points to his career conversion rate of 35.1% from deep. If he does that, Miles' one skill advantage diminishes. Prediction: this should still be Miles' job to lose, partly because he's a trustworthy shooter in a league obsessed with spacing, and partly because Powell's high-energy game fits snugly into the bench spark role. Don't rule out both of these guys sharing the floor down the stretch, though, when the Raps go small and take Jonas Valanciunas off the floor. Utah Jazz, 3rd guard Dante Exum is only 22, but this season feels like a critical one for him. In 2 healthy seasons sandwiched around 1 loss to a torn ACL, Exum hasn't shown a perimeter shot or consistent defensive disruption. The raw speed that helped make him the 5th pick in 2014 shows up in flashes, but Exum has yet to put it to use. Now he has serious competition for a bench role. Ricky Rubio and Rodney Hood will lead up starters' minutes as long as both stay healthy, perhaps an unwise bet with Hood, which leaves Exum to compete with rookie standout Donovan Mitchell and forgotten man Alec Burks for Utah's 3rd guard spot. Mitchell looked fantastic in Summer League, and his rookie peers named him the biggest steal in the 2017 draft. So much for unlucky number 13. He'll contribute on defense immediately and projects as a capable offensive player at either guard spot. Then there's Brooks, who averaged 14 points, 3.3 rebounds and 2.7 assists in 2013-14, his last healthy season. When Burks could stay on the floor, he fit the sixth-man bill perfectly, a slashing scorer who could handle the ball and attack in transition while guarding either backcourt spot. According to comments he made to Tony Jones of the Salt Lake Tribune, he's ready to prove he's still got it after 3 seasons. Ravig,